There are more than 275,000 infections worldwide.
Breaking news tonight, the urgent new coronavirus warning for young people.
Europe continues to struggle to contain the coronavirus.
Hey guys, it has been a really long time since I have made an appearance on this platform. I also deleted my Instagram, so if you feel like I've been MIA, I have. I just wanted to come out of hiding for a little bit, especially during this time of the quarantine with the coronavirus going around. This time has been really crazy for a lot of reasons. Kobe died, and now this. And I think that during this pandemic, a lot of people are experiencing worsening of anxiety, depression, or other mental health issues, or you guys might even be experiencing it for the first time. Because even perfectly healthy people can and likely will begin to feel a little bit mentally and emotionally worn down after some time in quarantine and being isolated. So I just wanted to put this video out because I have been battling with depression for a really long time, and I feel like I've started to kind of master some of the techniques, and I think these are especially pertinent during this quarantine. So hopefully you guys will find something helpful. If you don't even have depression, or you don't feel like you're affected at all, I would still recommend watching this video just for the betterment of your life in general. But just know that the way this virus mentally and emotionally affects you is up to you, whether you catch it or not. So just keep a positive attitude, keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, and let's get on. So the first tip I have for you guys is to write in a journal. But the thing is it doesn't have to be your typical teeny bopper, like you jump onto your bed and you sit on your stomach and, twiddle your legs and write about cute boys with a feathery pen. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be in the forms of drawings. It can be in the forms of quotes. It can be in the form of random words that just pop up into your head. But as long as you just put something on paper, it can be as small as you just draw a picture every day of how you're feeling, and it could be stick figures. Whatever you can do that you find doable, do that. Journaling is so, so important. It can literally be anything. Just put something on some damn paper. This next tip I'm really excited to share with you guys. You're not going to want to do this, but I think that dancing is so incredibly important. It doesn't matter if you're a dancer. It doesn't matter if you literally have two left feet or whatever. That's an expression, by the way, so don't come after me in the comments. Or just move your body for like one song. I think you can definitely afford that, and I promise you that you will have a mood change. And if you don't have a mood change, you can come after me in the comments. Yes, come after me in the comments. That is how certain I am. So kind of going along with dancing, but just a little bit more broad and definitely obvious and cliche, is to exercise. Move your body. You don't have to go running a marathon or running laps. You don't have to go do some crazy P90X shiz. Just move your body. I do work out every single day, but I'm used to doing hot Pilates or yoga or something like that, but I'm not able to do that right now because I'm stuck in my house. So what I've decided to do is just dance as much as I can, do a couple in-home workouts, go on walks. I mean, really, you don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to have any equipment, just move your body. Sometimes when I feel my absolute worst, the sound of going on a walk, like even a quick one, even just down the block, makes me want to die. But this is when you need it most. And even if it's just around the neighborhood or up your street or around your complex or just down to your mailbox, whatever, just open up the door, get outside. 5 minutes, that's all you need to do. And I guarantee you're gonna wanna spend more than 5 minutes outside once you're out there. The hardest part is lacing up your shoes, is actually getting yourself to go do it. So something that my husband and I have been doing, Luke, is that we have been taking Harvey, our dog, out for a walk at least once a day. So he has a blast. I can also share some at-home workouts if you guys want to see, like super quick ones for the sedative folks out there. So if you guys do want that, please let me know in the comments down below. But please, you guys, if take anything from me, get up, move your arms. Even if it's for a commercial break, do some sit-ups, just move. This next tip is to get some vitamin D, and not the good kind. I'm just kidding, the better kind. So this one is kind of similar to the exercise one, but you don't necessarily have to exercise when you go outside. So don't be scared off when I say get some vitamin D, because a lot of people are like, sunlight means exercise, and I just can't do that. So no, you don't have to exercise. You can just go on your porch, read a book, draw a picture, even if you're just going on your phone on your porch, it's really important to get some fresh air, get that vitamin D. Like I said, I'm gonna see how many times I can say vitamin D in a matter of like 3 minutes. Some of the things I like to do when during this quarantine and when I need some serious sunlight is I'll just sit out on the back porch or the front porch with Harvey and Luke, and we'll just talk and catch up, and Harvey will play out in the front and we'll listen to music and just chill out. You can go on a picnic, make sure you go somewhere that's not very populated. Luke and I took Harvey on a really cool nature walk on Saturday. But we had to go super, super far up the canyon that we were in because we didn't realize so many people would be there. So we drove for a long time, but it was nice to be out of the house anyways, and the sun was shining, and it really just boosted both of our moods. We both agreed that we need to do that way more often during this quarantine. I mean, our goal is to do it several times a day, but I think for anyone starting out, or just if you're like me and you have a hard time committing to things, make it a goal to be outside once a day, even if it's for 5 minutes, and then you can gradually build up on that. But I think you'll really enjoy your results. So this next tip is something I definitely struggle with. So I'm a little bit of a hypocrite to be preaching this when I'm not the best at practicing it. I have been trying really hard lately, but that is to not stop taking care of yourself. It's really easy to wake up in the morning and being like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not seeing anyone, I don't have anything to do, I don't have plans. So you get up, you go downstairs, eat breakfast, you spend the day in your pajamas, you don't brush your teeth, you don't brush your hair, and I'll be the first one to admit that I have done that many a time. And during this quarantine, I've actually tried to make it a point to up my routine. So I'm thinking to myself, we're gonna be locked up for who knows how long. I have no idea how long we're gonna be locked up, to be quite frank, but I've decided I can take this time to glow up, or I can take this time to get trashed, and I think I'm gonna glow up. So I saw a lot of memes about people saying I'm either going to be 50 pounds heavier or 50 pounds lighter during this quarantine. I am not just going to take this time to eat junk food and being like, I'm not going to see anyone, I'm just not going to take care of myself. Girl, I've been doing several face masks a week, hair masks, I've been painting my nails, anything that makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself. I don't give a big hoot if anyone sees me. I really don't care if no one sees me at all, but I see me, and I like looking down at my toes and seeing that they're painted red, and I like feeling like my hair is clean. And I know it takes effort, and when you're depressed or, when you're having a hard time, it's really, really hard to put in that effort. Believe me, I understand that. But you just have to do it. You have to force yourself to do it one step at a time. Just do the next easiest step. If you're laying in bed right now, the hardest thing for you right now is going to be getting out of bed. That is the hardest step. So what am I going to tell you to do is get your ass out of bed. Simple as that. I know it's easier said than done, but just really try to take this time to glow up so you come out of quarantine looking like $1 million freaking bucks. Your skin's going to be so glowy, you're going to feel so like not bloated, and you're just going to feel amazing about yourself instead of being like, oh crap, I spent this entire quarantine treating myself like shiz and now I'm going to come out looking like shiz. No, you are going to look freaking amazing. I'm gonna say it, I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. Maintain a healthy diet. I said it, I know. It's really easy to find yourself just eating bag after bag after bag of chips, eating cookies, eating frozen foods, eating a bunch of random snack foods, because if you went and stocked up at the store or on Amazon or whatever, you probably didn't buy a whole lot of fresh food. And so a lot of food with preservatives also happen to be really crappy for your body. And for me, I went out and went grocery shopping a couple weeks before we all got quarantined because your girl's a prophet and she had a feeling that we were all going to end up in this position. And I tried to stay as healthy as I could, but of course I'm going to be getting stuff with sugar and preservatives in it because there's really no way around it when you're looking for something that's going to last you. Things like oranges and apples last a really, really long time in the fridge. Lemons, limes. Obviously you're not going to be eating a lemon or a lime, but just they're still good for you. You are going to make yourself mad if you wake up at the end of this quarantine and you spend every single day eating like 10 packets of Slim Jims. Come on, you are going to treat your body with respect. This has nothing to do with body image. By no means am I saying you can't pop a cookie every now and again, but I would say a majority of the food I've been eating has been really healthy and I've been super proud of it. The first couple of days of this thing, I'm not even gonna lie, I ate some serious crap, like an entire box of cereal, because we never have cereal at our house. So I went through an entire box, a huge family-sized bag of chips, cookies, candy. I was wreaking havoc on my pantry and on my body, and a couple days in, I looked at myself in the mirror and felt so bloated and disgusting, and I made that decision right then and there. I am not going to waste this quarantine, you know, treating my body like crap. I'm going to feel good about myself. I'm going to come out of this thing feeling like $1,000,000. So just try to eat as healthy as you can. Don't snack out of boredom. Try to find out if you're actually hungry or not. Drink water, stay hydrated, do all the things you know you're supposed to do. So this next one is a little less structured and kind of just a piece of advice that you can take at your own discretion. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say. But it is to keep yourself busy. Something that I've always said to myself ever since I was little that's always resonated with me is the idle mind is the devil's playground. And that basically means when you're not doing much, when you're not stimulating your mind, when you're bored, when you're wasting time, that is when the bad thoughts come in. That is when your brain starts crafting up all sorts of ways to make you feel like a ginormous bag of shiz. And that's how depression gets out of control and anxiety gets out of control. That's why it's so important to not be quarantined if you have depression or anxiety or another mental illness. So since it's inevitable at this point and we kind of have to stay inside, it is important to keep your brain busy. Try to learn things. Watch YouTube videos on how to make freaking origami. I don't know. I've been trying to do more art. So I've been drawing and painting and making things out of clay like earrings and little pins and patches, and I've had a really, really good time, and it's made me feel like I have a sense of purpose during this quarantine, and it gets me excited to get out of bed because I know I can go downstairs and put my clay things in the oven and come out with these cute little earrings or whatever little trinkets that I made. But you need to give yourself something to do, something to be alive for. Don't be lazy, don't be stupid, don't waste this entire weeks or months or gosh, heaven forbid, years. It won't be years, but just because you're lazy. Keep doing the things you know you're supposed to be doing and keep busy. I am so excited for this tip because I feel like I've absolutely slayed this so far during this quarantine. Obviously, we've only been quarantined for a week and a half, or at least over here in Utah, but we have been keeping our house so freaking clean you could lick the floors, which I wouldn't recommend doing, but it's fine. If I go and eat something, I put the dish in the dishwasher. I don't leave it in the sink. If I take off my clothes to go do something, I hang up the clothes. I don't just leave them on the ground. If you let your place get messy, I promise you, you will start to go downhill. Being in a messy, cluttered environment leads to a messy, cluttered emotional state and a messy, cluttered mind. And I think you'll just have a much better time in your space if you're able to make sure it's clean and tidy and take care of it. You know, keep up on laundry, put away your freaking clothes, clean the litter box, pick up your dog's crap. I can tell you that this has made this experience of being locked in so much easier. My house is shiny and bright and clean and I feel good. I can walk around the house, you know, organize something. I've been organizing some drawers in my bathroom and some places in my closet. This is a big way to get depressed, is leaving your place a real mess. You need to surround yourself in an environment that is super tidy, super not stressful, and beautiful and just the way you like it. So I mean, yeah. So those are my tips for staying mentally stable in this quarantine. I know this is going to be a really hard time for a lot of you guys watching. Not, again, like I said, not even for people that have already been battling with mental illness, but just for everyone. It's not natural for humans to be inside and cooped up all the time. Let's slay this quarantine. Let's come out looking so good, feeling so good. I mean, really, this is time that you don't have to give to anyone else but yourself. And I think you should use it wisely so you're proud of yourself. And so I'm proud of you. If you guys have any more tips, or you want to get something off your chest about this quarantine, or you just want to talk about the coronavirus, I don't know, leave it in the comments below. Let's have a really positive discussion where everyone can just be friendly and talk, and let's be social, and let's get through this together. Don't forget to stay inside. Please respect the boundaries. Do not go out in public. If you do and you absolutely need to, wear a mask, wear gloves, be courteous to others. Even if you don't feel symptoms, even if you don't feel sick, you could be carrying it and give it to someone who is much less strong in the immune system than you. So let's just squash this thing, flatten the curve, let's get back to normal, and I will see you guys in the next video.